In the 18th century, Namugongo was one of the bushy, excluded and terrifying sites in the Uganda kingdom where high-ranking officials who disobeyed the king's orders were executed. The form of execution here was by burning. Those found guilty of a criminal offense were burnt alive. It was considered the most extreme punishment then. These men, having stood by their Christian virtues, some of which were contrary to King Mwanga's orders, had to be sentenced to death by burning at this now famous spot in Namugongo.
They kill somebody, you are got trying to bury him, you also killed. That was the norm in Uganda. So people feared to come around Namugongo after the death of the Uganda Martyrs.
The Martyrs, who were killed here on the 3rd of June 1886, were burnt alongside other criminals except for Charles Ranga, who was a high-profile official in the kingdom. He was executed alone, meters away from the rest.
And he was killed exactly where the shrine stands. In the middle where the altar of the shrine is, that's where he was killed. He was burnt alive by Senkole.
Since his remains could be identified, Walter, a white priest from Holland, collected them and sought to put a monument in that exact spot.
They were beatifying the Uganda Martyrs in Rome. Father led a group of people to come to Namugongo, and that is the first pilgrimage. And they said, can't we buy this land? Can't he sell it to us? They called the Muslim. He came. When he came, he said, you people, I don't think you will manage because I want a lot of money. He said, I want 200 shillings per acre. So the priest had 800 shillings. He requested his mother in Holland to send him another 800. So he got 1,600 shillings and about 8 acres of land here.
When he later died, his successor decided to build a church, which has since then become an annual pilgrimage site. This modern shrine was completed in 1975 after 2 non-permanent structures.
And it was constructed by Rocco. This is their first project in Uganda.
A pilgrimage that started with a handful of people in 1920 has now grown to thousands of Christians, a clear sign that Christian faith has been enrooted in Uganda. But the big numbers have also come with a disadvantage. They have created a big challenge in trying to guard some of the historical features. Some of the original features are jealously guarded.
For example, here we have a small bone, a relic of St. Charles Rwanga, but the big ones are in Lubaga. And you can't enter the museum unless you have a guide.
However, with the current wave of modernization, the shrine site could not remain the same. There has been a lot of beautification with the aim of making the pilgrims more comfortable every time they come. Irene Namialo, NTV.